Got in my scriptures, Brother Alton, or Pastor Alton. I know it don't mean nothing to you. You say, bro, just call my name, and the rest of it will work itself out. All right. Let's look at 1 Samuel. And this is a very familiar scripture. Let's look at chapter number 16. And I'm going to get you up to snuff before we go there in verse number 7. Where this is that Samuel, the priest, have come to find a new king. But he had to do it kind of undercover. You know, he had to do it in a way that the old king, who was still there, won't get offended to take his head. So God tells him, look, I want you to go, and this is the person that I'm choosing as my king. I want you to go and just put the official seal on that. So he goes to Jesse's house, and when he go to Jesse's house, he said, God has told me the king is here. Bring all your boys before me, and we're going to see which one is the king. You know, and what he did is that all of them came before him, and guess what? Samuel, Jesse, and everybody else already chose which one of those kids should be king. Oh, he looked good. You know how y'all do, judging y'all little guys out there, you know. Oh, he looked good. He smelled good and whatever else. You know, ladies, that gets you in trouble. But they already chose a king. But it wasn't the king that God chose. So they couldn't find it. And Samuel heard from God, and God said, look, not these. And so much so it stumped them. They were like, hey, man, well, what we going to do? He said, is it anybody else? And it didn't necessarily go like this, but I'm almost thinking like, you drag this piece of whatever out the dirt, you know, and it's rusty, dusty, and don't look good and not what it should be or whatever, just like that alcoholic that might be back there. You know, it's not what it should be, but when they come there, God said, that's the one. For God to choose you and say, that's the one. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's the one. So, as a result of that, he became the next king. See, he was rejected by everybody else, but he was chosen by God and promoted by God. So I'm here to tell you, don't give up. If you weren't the one that was chosen at first, don't give up. Keep practicing. Keep loving. Keep caring. Keep doing what it is that you're going to do, and God will give you an opportunity to use your gift. Oh, won't he do it? Boy, I have 4 or 5 more descriptions here before, and